Good afternoon, boys and girls, friends and lovers, children of all ages. We are here live from the Lindsay Flanagan third floor in the designated media area where the bulk of supporters were just excused from the courtroom because the jury was hanging out outside. And the jury was hanging outside of courtroom 3H, which is, of course, the infamous Judge Rudolph courtroom. And several members of Occupy Denver were hanging outside in the hallway talking about a different case when the defending attorney was called out into the hallway to deal with a case where there were jurors in the hallway, there were members of a community activist organization in the hallway and doing court support. And what happened, Janet? Because you were there, Flores come running out and said,
"You need to come back in.
Come inside. Come inside."
There was not a lot of room in there, right? A
Right.
lot of people are in there.
Yeah.
And the jury, they have to sit on the right side.
Right, the judge actually told
No, right from left at the time. But
everybody had to leave the left, and we're all sitting in the left.
Yeah.
And like, wait, we're on the right side. So
Needed to say stage left.
stage left. He did. He did need to say stage left. That's absolutely. And we would have understood that. We would have understood that.
Oh, yeah. Area we're allowed to use
Video. Camera, yes.
Oh, okay. This little corner.
Yes. So we're live right now, and there's too many of us to fill half a courtroom. So several people were outside hanging out and talking.
well, we had just gone through an ordeal in 3E.
Right, because defend.
Brought up the fat killed pig.
Right.
Here.
And defend didn't want to get assaulted, so he asked for a security escort. And Sergeant Lucero came to the building and escorted Alan out of the property, right? So all the killer cops were hanging out of the stairwell. I walked right past them and saw Alan out of the property. So all these fine people hanging out here are.
I wasn't talking to no jury. I was talking to Karen here.
Out of the courtroom again.
You at least got in this time. You at least got in this time. I'm going to
So they're worried about the jury pool being tainted because an 80-year-old man is being tried today for being in the sidewalk of a road
Not walking fast enough.
where Denver police had shut down, allegedly, where Denver police had shut down traffic. Okay, so we have to remember that the police were there, they had shut down traffic on the road, and there were people in the sidewalk, allegedly, in the crosswalk. And so we're going to jury trial.
And Fred does not walk fast. So I understand why he was caught. Right?
81-year-old moving slow through the sidewalk, that's right.
Arrested for not walking fast enough in a cross. That's my Fred.
And it's funny, Janet, because you've gotten in trouble over Fred's ability to walk before. You actually got cited.
Fred got arrested up in Idaho Springs instead of me. Yeah.
And
Got it for me.
and you got ticketed for picking him up.
Yeah, because he didn't walk fast enough to get into the truck.
That's right. And that racist little
I was called a racist by that guy.
yeah, that ticket that meter maid. Yeah. So you and Fred getting a lot of trouble together, don't you?
We just happen to be at the same spots. Just so happens.
Just so happens.
Yeah,
So-
no, Fred's been arrested
Oh,
quite
but
a few times.
Defend is free. Defend is free, and he's in the live stream.
He's put money in my meter.
Did you put money in the meter there, Defend?
No, he blue falconed her. He totally blue falconed her. Just like that day in Arapahoe when he pointed her out for the button.
Oh, yeah, defended in a courtroom, say, what about her button? Your Honor. I got kicked out.
Somebody type at Defend and ask him if he paid the meters.
Yeah, he did.
Okay. He said he cannot feed the pigs.
We had 5 in the morning and 3 in the afternoon.
Yes, that's right. That's right. 8 arrests in one day. And in one case, somebody on one side of the sign was arrested while the other one was let go,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I mean, there's like people walking across the crosswalk and being in the lane where cars park.
And
the light
arrested.
changed.
Yeah.
And like, as soon as the light changed, got arrested.
And he was in a crosswalk? Whatever happened to the pedestrians avoided way in a crosswalk? Like fucking federal guidelines state for all roadways in the United States. I don't know. That's just me.
That's just you.
That's just me, you know.
You know what? You just don't know the law, that's all. None of us do.
We just found out that some freedom of speech is not allowed in the fucking courtroom.
Just that guy in E today did 3 days in jail and they dismissed the case. So to me, and then they want to charge him $65 for court costs, but luckily the judge was nice and said, no, he doesn't have to pay
Remember when
that.
I had
Because he was not guilty.
Not guilty.
So why would they have to pay to scrub his record?
Jail.
Oh,
Right?
yes,
That's
folks.
our system.
This is another day brought to you by the gang members of Occupy Denver.
I always say 11 to make it sound better. That's like not loud, exaggerating.
And-
Making the story sound better than what it was. That's what I'm good at.
Oh, hey, there's oh, I just lost my feed.
I don't think he's still out there.
No.
What was that? You gotta go. Does it say like, can I get my dog?
No. It says, my keys are in the back gate. Back door. These are where my keys are, Janet.
Oh, in case he got hemmed up, that we can move his vehicle.
Well, we never know when we come to court to support if we're gonna get arrested or not for some bullshit.
Usually it's advised to move 2 parking spaces.
Now, but after, because they go around and check it right away at 9 o'clock. Right, so then they come back. So the ones that they didn't get.
Thank you all for giving the support, Fred.
There's the Extinction Rebellion.
Button, we should show you. We used to have a button she made of when he got arrested in Idaho Springs by SWAT. And SWAT had him on the ground.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he was arrested, he was taken down by SWAT.
That's
Just
abuse for
Fred.
the elderly.
Fred.
Fred has some stories in this city. Let me tell you.
Yeah, we made a pin for him, a button.
If there's a place for everybody, old people go to nursing homes, not so good people go to cages, let's see,
Nursing homes, Marianne, what are you talking about? Nursing homes, they just let them die on the streets.
yeah, that's it. Well, over here in Denver, they let them die on the street. You're right
Yeah,
about
kick them
that.
out of their house, sell it to somebody that's younger and more richer, die in the street. Isn't that a new way?
Yeah, and let all the women get raped on the street because they can't get in shelters, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Or they push them out from the downtown area, the
Right,
lights and the safety of it.
Yeah,
So
5 o'clock in the morning,
they
in
get-
the Unsamaritan house, they get them out, right? Yeah. But then, you know, the mayor comes, so you can talk to him all day and night and stuff, and they just look at you just like, oh, you're crazy. You're hallucinating.
All is good so far. All is good. I had my edibles this morning. It helps make the day go a lot better. I hurt less.
How do they do that?
Well, they're going to the juries and see what the conversation was, if anybody was offended by anything that any one of us said.
It wasn't anything offended. It was if they overheard us talking about the case or anything like that.
Ah,
Any way
okay.
that we're trying to taint them in any way.
Gotcha.
Not until I came out. Started yelling.
Right. So we might have tainted the jury at that point, and we might have.
30 days this guy gave. Yeah. 30 days.
For this right here. That's all they did.
Like everything else, you know.
They ended up causing this man to lose his children.
Change.
Here, I'll go
I
with you.
have a
It was earlier this year. You want to see the video?
So I'm gonna leave this here running, huh? So you guys all entertain the crowds. Leave my bag here. It's not a bomb.
What do you have, 5 minutes?
No, I've got.
So I'm trying to figure out if the 6th date was one that got dismissed, but my new case is January 7th. This one hasn't gotten arrested yet.
That's the key.
Oh, is this about the last one?
Park curfew.
He's in there for park. There's one.
He said, I'm a grown ass man, should you ever walk through a park?
For being outside gas hours.
And he got 30 days. If you walk through the well. Two kids. Everything he owned was in his pickup truck parked on the side of the road. And he was forever just to find it. It's fucked up.
And stuff.
Fuck Judge Rudolph.
Next, though.
Nobody likes it.
No, the attorneys don't like it. People see them like they like people going.
Reese, that redheaded prosecutor. I kind of like.
Oh, that's what the ginger
I
folks.
kind of like.
He started doing the same thing at her. She's not. He's a couple. What's it? Very straight up calling her out.
So he called me and said, "Watch my good for something." I think they're trying to influence.
Yeah, I know. Said that. I use my voice, Janet.
Sorry.
Make it wider.
So I dyed my hair last night.
Oh, you did?
You did. Glad.
You also want to turn to your favorites. Maybe I was. You weren't.
Yeah, I know. They're gonna tell me they're under control. I don't want to sit on my choice and they get under control.
It's getting old, Karen. It's getting older than you.
It's still fun for me. Oh, this is good. I think I'm smoking area.
Oh, is it? Yeah, just leave it line up right here because I was born yesterday.
But
Give you a dime.
Don't get kicked out while you're
I
down
think I
there.
already am kicked out of
Well, have a good day.
people that were hurt, you're trespassing.
I think there's my son, because one time we were in court with, I think, Eric. And he oh, be quiet. Brushed by me, and I hit his umbrella or something. And he said, the guard came over, the deputy came over and said, Why can you keep that right now? I saw you hit your son.
Oh, my God. But, no, that's a love tap.
Not my son. Not mine. Not mine.
Wasn't that at Otto's court date?
Was it Otto's or Eric's? Hello?
That's a big
Yes. Huh?
They added charges to that.
As long as I'm on the outside, I'm connected.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thanks. I have to leave the light.
There was, that was really like that. We, some folks like escorted this guy out to keep him safe from like these cops in the crossing. And so like they caused the whole thing, and we were coming back up, and I was also went outside and did it, and I was had my drink, so I stayed out for a little bit longer. Came back up here, and like they were talking about that pretty clearly, it was nothing to do with the jury. It had not even long enough. The press did show up. Yeah. There's a
No, we just put some freaking shit overload.
yeah.
Right there.
It was like one of the intense things. Like, there's very aggressive looking cops. Like in a, you know, like, there was a very like intense scene. Like a bunch of at least nine or so officers. That was sort of what caused. And then people trapped in the
That's how they protest. They bring the whole
They walked the jurors right through the middle of that place, right? Didn't have an issue with that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, so.
No, that was okay.
I think it was okay discussions to have. And then, yeah, it's very interesting to me because I'm just she's fine, I'm saying people today, they're very well known by folks here today.
Court support, that's why. They don't want us to see this shit. You cannot take video. I think video cameras should be in there too.
Yeah.
Right? And I know how they flip that one. They don't want the girls to know here, is she, here, is she.
When I got kicked out, it was like,
Yeah, oh yeah. From them, that's what we need to protect the public from. And that's why the video cameras should be in there.
Like, they have like
And now they stopped it from even in here, right? So when she got arrested, no video because we can't videotape. So they can do a lot of emails, and that's what they did. Killed somebody. Michael Marshall, he killed him. And they tried to give him an award for trying to bring him back to life. Once you kill somebody, you shouldn't get an award for.
very like.
I'm scared of that thought. So,
and
so
there's
somebody
one of the cars that come along,
They also have construction passage, but it's also.
what's his name? Works
Something
in,
with police officer, like.
they keep their jobs.
They were found guilty by a federal court.
Both kids, both in the family.
5 of them.
The cops kept their jobs.
One is in another, like, route or something, being transferred. That was the big in charge.
You know, it is two charges, it's not one.
And then to fill our jail up with trespassers.
Or unhoused people.
Yeah.
Well, that's most
that's interesting. Everyone that was arrested that day, the statutes that you're arrested under are completely anti-homeless measures, like the no camping stuff. And remember, like with my violation, actually was like about lying. It's like if we had gone to trial, my lawyer was going to say like this, the charges don't apply because New York City was like amateur road, which is actually the statute. And it's like. It's the statute that follows right after what about it's like the anti-camping law and then the thing I was arrested for and the thing that Brad was arrested for.
It's just, it's obstruction.
Yes, yes, it was obstructing the roadway, but it has to do specifically with safety now. It's like particularly in relation to homeless people trying to take a shelter and just sleep on the side of the road, a sidewalk, or so it's
You
like.
get obstructing it when the cops are on their job, all the roads blocked off, because they're the ones obstructing the road.
Yeah, so they use this anti-homeless measure against environmental protesters. So that's kind of interesting to me. Like it reaffirmed my belief that if you're not fighting for a better world for everyone, then you're not fighting for a better world.
Go through each one and try to say.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Oh, okay. So now I have your idea.
And this judge likes to explain himself a lot over and over again. He likes to just talk and listen to these all the time.
Find their way. Well, the entire system, I mean, so.
He's retiring. There's not a good judge
So
in
my
here.
understanding of the system, because I have a friend, I met someone in jail that I've been, supporting for the last few months and following his situation. And the DA, like, he got attacked in the jail and like, over there, suffered a broken tooth because he didn't want, he was like trying to get out and this person that was assaulting him, he didn't want to be a part of it at all, so he didn't like defend him, he didn't like try to put up a fight, he basically got like beat down because he didn't want to work at all because he was part of this thing. It's broken, got infected, like about 3 months of nothing happening except just like needing to move back on. But the infection is there and they're only giving him antibiotics which are not going to last forever. And eventually the infection gets on brain and literally, they literally couldn't give him, like they get a letter from the medical staff saying, yeah, you can't get help here, so we can't give you the type of support. It's like DA is doing everything in his power to keep Germans locked up. Saying that like and that DA is probably an English judge. Like that seems to be the track, and so it's like the whole track to being a judge is messed up. That's the path you're gonna take.
I see sense of anybody would like it.
Oh, hey, Dave, how you doing? I'm Charlie Fight. Privileged to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thanks.
I'm representing.
Yes. Yeah, we talk.
That's correct. Yeah, they had the jury now. They're concerned about jury tampering. The jury was not here. Some of our folks were out here as well. And either way.
All right, do you know what the charges were for your brother?
Yes, obstruction of passage. It's back from 923.
Who's representing?
Jason Forrest Williams. Yeah, it's Brad. Cameron.
All right, hey, well, thank you.
fresh or target? Okay, cool.
That's awesome.
Like inside, I'm not sure. For example, like. Oh, yeah. You can actually choose, you can choose like how to get your alerts. Like you get an alert like every time there's a message. I have mine set so I can get my message directly. Thank you. So I just sent you a message so you can reply to the general. And I'll edit this out. I went to Wizard's Chess. Oh. Yeah. And I just went up to the counter because they have all sorts of like. And is that
Because the prosecutor tried accusing us of talking to the jury.
Oh,
And we did it, so the judge told us we had to leave and asked him if the prosecution was dead. Because I want the prosecutor to help him. They feel it's how they work. Because you say, I'm alive. And he told me that I'm alive. I said, I expect everyone to believe me. And then he says, well, you believe it. Yeah, they call it there. Uh-oh.
You're right.
Nobody extend a finger right now. He feels threatened when there's fingers around. Watch out for him. He'll murder him come in. But if you flip him off, he'll threaten for his life.
Sure you're not yelling at her?
I'm not yelling.
You can lie.
Don't kill
Hey, I can talk to
anybody.
somebody.
You can't yell at her.
I was yelling. You can stop threatening me.
You can lie and say that somebody was forgotten.
Catherine, you can let him know something. Try to figure out what's going on. What do you mean? Trying to figure out.
Trying to figure out what's going on. This is the killer pig. Oh,
Lie and have someone arrested that wasn't trespassing.
he's definitely a liar.
Liar.
You know that means a liar and murderer, right?
Relax, okay, let's figure this out.
Let's relax? Oh my gosh, relax?
How much relax the murderer has
Relax, there's a murderer in my midst.
Yep. Watch, I'm going to be arrested now.
That would get kicked out.
I just got here.
He murdered Michael Brown. The 400 pound and asked mother 100 pounds.
It's on the record. I just got back. Look, even the guys in the live stream are yelling murderer.
Definitely a murderer. I don't know what other job you can murder somebody and still keep their job.
I participated in the relaxation techniques that I needed to in a mid session break. Ready to come find the cop killers. Killers. In the courtroom. Okay, wait, this is getting a little too out of hand. I don't feel like I'm still in the media zone. Make sure.
Did you get him?
No, I just got back up here.
so threatened, oh, so violated.
I know, we need that, I think, Eric.
I'm in the media area.
Our media area. So let's take a moment to come and say hi to everybody.
He's not threatened by the word fuck, he's threatened by the finger. It's one finger. Not this one, not this one, not this one, not this one, but this one.
Yeah, for some reason that one is like.
Well, I mean, when I see it,
Michael Marshall was in jail because he was homeless. Yes, that's right. They agreed to pay $4.6 million and leave the man on the job.
Bring it up, and it just goes. I love it when I see it just go.
I didn't do anything, I was talking.
So, folks, just for an update, I was outside, I guess. Some of you were watching live while the Denver Piggies come up. And sheriffs, I should say, threatening everybody. We're all out in the hallway. We were in the courtroom quietly following what's going on. But a few people were out in the hallway because it was too packed. And so, surprise, surprise, surprise. Ooh, I got an email. So we're going to look at some of those things. Let's check that out real quick.
That's true.
Right, exactly.
So I just got an email on October 16th.
No, we're talking about specifically when people were going to use computers to search profiles of family members, because that was our intent. Fred went on to
We're gonna make it inside.
The boss must have got a flat tire, huh?
A part of some of these popular items is here around. 10 cops here, just like very confrontational, and this guy he's like I guess in the history these officers feel safe, but like God, yeah, but he knows.
So no video is available because they didn't give so like they were the first 30 days, right? It took them 60 days to respond to my demand. All the video was deleted in 30 days.
So they have no evidence.
So they have no
They agree with everything.
It's very meta discussion, and which is why I think it's
How can they erase it when you tell me?
crazy that
Here we come.
That's the killer right there. That is the killer cop.
You guys all need to leave the courthouse now. You're all being ordered to leave.
For why?
You're all being told to leave the courthouse for disturbing court proceedings.
Occupy them because they.
What court proceeding are you alleging me of
Sir, I'm
disturbing?
ordering you to leave.
I'm still. Can I see that order?
Sir, I'm ordering you to leave right now.
Do you have a
If
written
you refuse
order?
to leave, I'm going to take you into custody for trespassing.
I'm not refusing to leave. I'm asking to see the written order.
And I'm telling you it's time to leave, sir.
So you do not have a written order.
I'm telling you it's time to leave.
Okay. I'll be glad to pack my stuff up. I need your business card.
I don't get business cards as a never
You're out of uniform?
I already told you we don't get business cards.
For what? Oh, I didn't.
So what named persons? What named persons are being told to leave?
If you don't start walking this way, I'm going to
I gotta pack my stuff.
go ahead and start doing that and then
Okay,
walk that way.
I'm asking for some very specific information. Because you're violating?
Listening, and I'm telling you right now, you have an order to leave. If you don't follow that order, I'm going to escort you out of the building.
You are supposed to have a copy of a lawful order. If there's a warrant, for an arrest, you're supposed to have a copy of the warrant of the arrest, right?
You guys tell Fred we love him.
I don't know who, because I was in the courtroom when they.
I don't know about all that, sir.
So you have to have the named persons. And that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so Captain, because you're obviously the one in control.
Start walking this way. I'm going to escort you out, sir.
And I don't know what happened before, ma'am. I wasn't there.
So, Captain,
We're just following the orders. So the judge was saying do anything he wants. We know that.
You can go. You can go.
Just from cops. And you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome.
so
Sir,
Captain,
start walking.
Captain.
I'm going to escort you.
Captain, I'm leaving the building. Okay?
Let's go.
I have my camera on, and for the evidence purposes that I'm being escorted off the property against my will, and that you're failing to provide anything, and to protect myself from this man,
Sir, let's
who's
go.
awfully close to me.
But you don't
Start
need,
walking
you
this
can't
way.
be recording outside the designated media. You're aware of that, right, sir?
So you're threatening me with arrest.
I'm not threatening you with arrest.
He's threatening me with arrest as your employee.
That's
go
when
ahead.
this one
Let's go.
lies
I'm gonna
and
start
said you're
escorting.
trespassed when he
This
didn't
is your
ever
last
say.
chance before I put him.
Captain.
I'm gonna start
Can't film
escorting.
out.
I'm talking to you.
Let's go, sir.
I want to hear or see the truth.
Cameras outside the
Don't put your hands on anybody.
Why do I have to take an elevator, not the stairs?
Go ahead.
Why is he arrested? Call 911. Call 911!
The fuck is wrong with them, sir? Arresting compliant people! Unfucking real!
Call 911!
No justice! No peace!
Anybody who's got a phone, call 911. Denver sheriffs are assaulting civilians.
Denver sheriffs are assaulting compliant witnesses!
Call 911.
Fuck the Denver County Sheriff! Fuck the bullshit compliance order! Who the fuck are they Fuck the Denver County
I'm sorry?
Hey, who's the sheriff?
I cannot hear you.
You are done today in the courthouse.
I am done today at the courthouse.
Yes, sir.
You better believe I'm not done today at the courthouse.
Today is
What's your name and badge number?
Lukács,
Na-
1756.
Your name and badge number.
That is nice.
Go ahead and step off.
Hey,
Go ahead and step off.
I am stepped off.
You're not. You are holding the door, sir.
Yes, I am.
Clear the door.
I'm waiting for my friends to come out. I'm holding the door for my friends.
Clear the door, sir.
Sergeant Gonzalez, where are the women that were being escorted off the property?
Being detained.
For why?
For what reason, Sergeant? They were complying. They were walking.
Why is Janet Matson going to jail? Why is Janet Matson going to
You're
jail?
disturbing now, so go ahead and stand behind that barrier right
Now
there.
we can say whatever the fuck
No,
we want,
you
when we
can't,
want.
because you're gonna stand behind the
You can
barrier
fuck
right
yourself.
there.
Why is Janet Matson in jail?
You.
Go ahead and stand behind the barrier over there.
Yeah, go back to fucking Russia, you fucking piece
Okay.
of shit. That's where the fucking commies live.
All right,
That's where you'd be better off.
go ahead.
There, I'm behind your back.
Stand behind the barrier, sir.
I am
You're
at
right.
the barrier.
No,
See
you're
that?
not.
You belly bumping me?
You are right.
Now
Are
here.
you belly
behind the
bumping
barrier,
me?
you stupid motherfucker.
You're right.
You
Back
assaulted
up.
me. Back the fuck up.
What are you gonna do?
You're going to be named
What are you gonna do?
What do you want me to
defendant.
do?
Go ahead.
What do you want me to do?
Go ahead.
Get the
Defendant.
fuck out of here, you're
Defendant. You little piece of shit. You fucking coward.
Fuck you.
Coward. Coward. Murderers. Call 911. Blow this shit up. Blow it up. Janitor Matson is going to jail for willfully following orders.
No justice! No peace! Fuck the Denver County Sheriff!
Blow that shit up. Blow it up. Denver sheriffs falsely removing people from the building who had nothing to do with any activities, actions that are going on. You want a tainted jury? Guess what, Rudolph? You just got one. Blow it up. Blow it up.
Stop saying that.
Why? Phone lines need to be blown up. Call them. These fucking tyrants just took Janet.
You remind me of a migraine.
Watch out for in there, because they're going to remind you of a lot worse than a migraine. There's a bunch of fucking murderous pigs in there.
Oh, thanks for the warning. I can...
Well, they're really escorting them out, huh?
No, they're arresting them. They arrested Karen and Jared because they were fucking compliant. They were walking with them. They weren't walking fast enough. Which is why we're here today over a case over a gentleman who wasn't walking fast enough at a protest. These two were fucking leaving, and fucking fat-ass Garignani and his little butt-buddy fucking bitches came out, put hands on Karen
I was in
and
the
Janet.
media area. Standing in the media area. I was in the courtroom when the incident occurred, right? They have no written orders to remove people from the property. They have tainted the jury. There's nothing else you can say. They have taken Janet Madsen to jail. This is now the protest location.
Look at who this is. Fuckhead himself.
So they started escorting people out. They had a court order and they did not comply. And I hope you can't find it. They just didn't record.
Okay, I'm here now. Thank you.
I was in the media area when the
exercise their own authority to trespass with something that they saw as a misdemeanor or felony assault.
Let me ask you a question. Why are they in custody? They're with them?
Yeah, I was walking out. I was trying to.
Why did they take them?
They were there fast.
Are they really arrested?
Yeah, really?
Did you get Janet's keys?
I need the property keys so we don't get tickets towed.
So with the property and stuff, just to let you guys know that she has to sign for it.
That's fine.
Which is fine, but I mean, you're just gonna have
Sergeant,
you're just gonna have to
Are
wait
we
for her to-
going to be able to come?
I'm her housemate. I have an address to prove it. I rode with her. I need those keys to go home.
No. So the property
Thank you.
she has to sign, she has to be processed and signed. She has to sign her property over to you guys first. I can't. But
That's an escort. That's an
Can I have one of
so
those, please?
that way.
Cigarette or a cigar?
What are you smoking?
Tell them sorry about any hate that comes your way.
But it's coming.
Tell Garrick Nani I hope he enjoys being a defendant.
I let Liberty know.
Where's that chalk?
At the house. We now need to come back and chalk. So yes, guys, for everyone that's joining, Janet Matthews.
Barely, rarely, and very
were
infrequently.
Both just arrested because they weren't leaving the courthouse fast enough.
That's right. You guys have heard it. They were bumping me, pushing me, and I didn't get a chance to watch.
It was on a public street. And an elderly gentleman was arrested.
Are you all the jury that's just been released? Because they arrested some people? No, you're not. No victim, no crime! Why are Denver's homeless doing time? The same reason that this corrupt
Oh no,
courthouse
you
is
guys
junk.
call the Lindsay Flanagan.
You know what's really going on in this building. You'll know that they are tax dollars.
They complain, call the deputy sheriff. They complain about Deputy Garrick Nani and his fucking vendetta against Karen Sidaro and Janet Matson.
Rape has doubled in our community.
He's a
It's
fat,
not people
convicted
to
murderer.
have a free space.
And he
to
hates
sleep.
us. He hates us because we expose his
It's
truth.
not it. Because we're over consumption of natural resources. And free speech in this country is dead. Oh, I'm so fucking pissed off. How are you today, sir?
Oh, doing good.
Were you called to serve on a jury today?
No.
Well, then I can talk to you.
Yeah, right on.
We were just kicked out because we were accused of talking to a jury.
And I wasn't even I wasn't even there.
And then they felt the need to call goons with guns to have us removed.
Sure.
And because two of us didn't move fast enough, they arrested them. They were moving. They were getting their stuff together, but it wasn't fast enough. They even threatened this man over here with the arrest because he wasn't moving fast.
So what was the case, Cheney?
Extinction Rebellion. They did some protests about the climate.
Did Janet
And
have
so
a
a
question?
75, 80-year-old man wasn't moving through the sidewalk or the crosswalk fast enough. And the police had already closed the street down. And so they indiscriminately just started arresting people, let the rest of them go. So he's here for jury trial to say that, hey, I have a right to constitutional free speech.
Find the fucking
Right? Some people were in the hallway. They didn't manage the jury very well. The judge allegedly gave an order for everybody that was out in the hallway to be evicted. But there was no written documents to say this is a judicial order. There's nothing.
You know, climate change
Climate change is real.
is going to kill us.
And it's going to kill our world.
It's already happening to the ocean.
Yes.
The species, mass die-offs, you know. Yeah, we're right in our own kitchen. That's
This guy, Shannon
That's
Matson,
right.
has been
Have a
arrested.
good one, fellas.
You too.
You too, man. Have a nice day.
So, yeah, that fat fucking pig is afraid of his fucking life.
But he feels good about going in.
Well, I tried to go in,
realizing
and he asked, Rudolph asked me to leave.
Why did he ask you to leave?
I don't know.
You weren't even
Mike Jones, what happened is they just arrested Karen Cesaro and Janet Madsen because they weren't leaving the courthouse fast enough. Bitch ass Judge Rudolph and his coward ass.
Here's the finger for you, Sheriff. Here's another one for you.
Yep, hey,
Happy fuck the cops day. Fuck the police.
Remember, as jurors, you have the right to nullify any law you don't think is right. That's the power of a jury. Watch out for the murderous thugs in fucking uniform behind you. Shame, Denver Sheriff. Shame on you, dirty, dirty pigs.
So I got a little problem here.
Yeah, sounds like I might have to go to, or Kyle or somebody can help you tomorrow. She told me she was spending the night. We don't even have keys to the car though right now, unless she left them in the car.
Yeah, that's the one that started calling.
She have a car in the truck.
Car.
She said it was parked on Fox, right?
Yeah. She said it was parked. She told
Do
you
you
it
have
was
a spare
parked.
set at home?
I don't think so.
Damn her.
She might have left them though. She doesn't have it.
It's
Does she have her
9553.
purse up there?
What?
No,
Don't say nothing like that right now.
no, that's not. That is absolutely not it.
No.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got to do some regrouping here. Eric's gonna lose his shit. Obviously, Eric's gonna lose his shit because there's only 115 people in this feed, and they haven't reached him yet.
Call the deal, James Barnes. They're in
Call City Council.
the courthouse.
Blow up 311 in Denver.
They're arresting people over vendettas at this point.
So what's going to happen to Janet? The same thing that happened to me. No record of any arrests. Prince are going to take 40 years.
She's been arrested before.
Yeah, we'll see.
Fucking cowards.
I forget.
She was arrested because she wasn't walking fast.
No, previous.
Banging the drums, right? She's part of the tattered cover.
I guess we can't be a professional in dialogue. Hey,
That's why we say fuck the police.
Right? Chicken shit scared. There's a walk of shame.
shameful walk is what it is.
You took an oath, dude.
So, ladies and gentlemen, just a recap because we're losing numbers still. Hopefully, you're sharing and putting some posts in other feeds. Sharing this, right? They called. They said the Occupy group was in the hallway near the jurors. So the judge kicked all the judges out and or all the people in the courthouse out and called the jury in, and then the judge ruled that we had no right to be in open court and watch it and kicked us all out.
Of the courthouse.
Of the courthouse, right? And I was in the media area with my camera running. And then they said, well, you got to shut your camera off because you're leaving the media area. No, I'm filming you because you're police officers and you're pushing me around. So this is getting to be a very, very heated ground. No! Ladies and gentlemen. Justice! No! Peace! Fuck the sheriff! Police! Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Prosecutors, I like to hit people with doors. Look at them, guys. Bark, 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 right? Bark, bark, and then you gotta run to a deputy. Bark, 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 bark. Yeah, go ahead, run your mouth like a little bitch you are. And say it like a man. Hey, that's a woman, guys. Yeah, that's a beater you're standing next to. Watch yourself. They'll hit you with the door.
So I'm gonna leave this camera running with you all for a few minutes, folks. Before we cut this thread, I'm gonna go check the car and check things out there.
You should follow up, get house.
And just leave you watching the insanity here. It's faced on the outside.
They just Fucking threw her in cuffs. I hope you guys can see down there a little bit. From the truck that we did the other day, right? Don't worry. Fucking yeah. And thanks to the we have the chocolate. And it is going right here. Oh yeah, that's from the 100 bucks. By the way, everyone, I don't know if you heard about it. I got what? 166 people in here. We're starting the
My friend Fred, I wanted to support my friend.
Go find a courthouse. Go find a city hall.
That's the third time that judge has thrown me out of this courthouse.
Use all 100 sticks.
We're doing nothing wrong.
We're gonna do it again today. Oh, dude, you're totally gonna hit the button now. I doubt it. You're not gonna hit the button? Can we hit the button for you?
Don't have to.
Oh. Oh, Gary's bringing chalk right now. Fuck yeah. She was arrested, so alright. I'm gonna take a recap because this shit has me fucking rightly pissed off. She was kicked out because we were in the courtroom and at one point we all left and we were standing outside the courtroom.
And you're so full of shit. And guess what? Inside that courtroom, guess what? Broadcasting. 2600 South Park Road, Building 500, due to PC 1000. Drug and alcohol, due to 5.5. So, if I have to change on, then I
Constitution is not dead. Court doesn't appreciate it, to which I replied, fuck court. And
I
walked
totally
out.
agree too.
Say again?
I totally agree too.
Thank you. Happy fucking Cops Day.
Guess what? I think a person that a way could have dropped in and fell into the fucking top of everything.
Damn right.
For them being U.S. citizens, that they supposed to protect our people. You know who really protects our people? Our military protects our people.
Damn right. Hey, would it surprise you to know that the deputies just arrested 2 women because they weren't leaving fast enough?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they just did that. Bullshit 2 minutes ago. Yep, they kicked all of us out too. Bullshit, right? Yep, so fuck police. And the next is something else.
Fuck Judge Rudolph.
Fuck Judge Rudolph. And the next is something duller.
Yeah, flip flop would be appropriate.
Flip flop. Big purple dildo.
Well, I have to go have my fin 50,000 drug shit.
Good luck. Need more chalk. It starts. So yeah, Jared Matthew, Karen, and I were just arrested because they weren't walking out of the courthouse fast enough. It's a bullshit fucking reason. We were being told to leave by Judge Rudolph because he didn't like the fact that we were there. Trying to paint the jury. Rich. That didn't happen. It really didn't happen at all. Nobody talked to any of them. Nobody spoke to anybody on the jury. So, these pigs are fucking with us.
All right, folks. Good news is that I have Janet's keys. So I can move her car. There's not going to be a ticketing citation, all that shit. The bad news is that Janet Madsen and Karen Sidaro are in jail. And it does look like a good day for protest. So we need to get chalk
It's on the way.
and blow this fucking sidewalk up. You can see that they didn't do a very good job of cleaning
No, they did a horrible job.
where we chalked last time. Because you can see all the chalk still on the sidewalk from just the other day. Look at all the chalk. This is what 100 sticks of chalk looks like days later, right? I mean, it's a 100 stick chalk challenge, right?
I don't think it's going to be the soil. I think they're going to try to get it constructed. It wasn't moving too fast. That's why the soil.
Chalk everywhere. There's marks of it on the ground. So there's that. I'm just dumbfounded right now.
District 6 is starting to smarten it out.
We have jobs, responsibilities, things to tend to, and part of that is going to be free Janet Madsen and free Karen Sidaro Chalk Fest. I got a jobby job. I think I'm going to come. Then I can cold call up there. So, yeah, oh my God, what the fuck? Janet Madsen, Karen Sidaro in jail for not moving fast enough, leaving the Lindsay Flanagan courthouse today after sheriffs failed to produce a court order to escort all of us out of the property. No names, no acid there. We're not going to do destruction of personal property or public property for that matter.
I think he meant for the face.
That was Mike Love. He said use acid.
Yeah, on their face.
Oh, yeah, that might actually be the case.
Yeah.
The Joker treatment.
The Joker treatment. This square is made for chalking, and that's just what we'll do. One of these days, I'm going to chalk a body outline all over you. Happy Fuck the Cops Day. All right. This is obscenely insane. Yes, it is, Jeffrey Priest. Janet Madsen's fucking in jail.
They were walking forward. They were
Leaving the property.
And I even told them that because I'm leaving, I'm just baby stepping. She said okay. And I wanted to make sure everybody was gonna be safe. And I turned around and started walking. And
Yeah, they were belly bumping me out.
and there's fat ass Garignani with his hands on her. And then
Yeah.
there's 3 others with their hands on.
That's right. They put hands. Eric Nadi put hands on Janet Madsen. This is a malicious, intentional, biased activity by these sheriff's officers. Who this pig is known for killing people, and he still works in this building, right? So be careful when you walk inside, ma'am. There are known killers with guns allowed to walk around that building. That's right, known killers with guns. And so you remember when you got belly bumped?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, so we did a Cora request on that shit, and they didn't preserve the evidence because the Halo cameras, they didn't respond until 60 days afterwards, and so the Halos from the street cameras are only after 30 days, they wash them. So the city attorney's office says they don't have, or the civil liabilities office says they don't have any videos, body or otherwise, of you being bumped, and there was no body camera footage. So we have to file an official complaint, and with the Office of the Independent Monitor, and at the house I have the police report, the call logs, the incident
You know
report.
what has it is the big guy.
Yes, we have video.
Oh, okay.
They don't have video, and that's the key, right? They can't see it from inside the building. We need more chalk.
Yeah. In there, but
So Kyle is now talking, Monk Eye 83, folks, for those of you who want to see what's going on. Dumb beauty. Dumb duty? Dumb beauty, okay. He's got the P there now. No justice, no peace, that's right. So, it's non-stop work, folks. This is some bullshit. And I don't see enough phone numbers floating in here, guys, which means you're not making phone calls and blowing up the system to complain. So in Denver, Brett Garagani is the fat murdering pig who belly bumped me today several times, threatened me with use of force, trespassing me out of the property without an order, right? He just by words alone does not mean that he has legal authority, right? And so Princess and Pirate says, ask Monkey to write Blow Me Baby. And MD says, chalk traitors. So
what,
shit's fucked up.
as a jury pool, have they been sent back inside?
Well, they should have fucking all been dismissed. Right? If this was actually a thing that they were concerned about, they should have dismissed the jury.
So they haven't started voir dire.
They had not. No. They were in the hallway. So here's what happens. The Denver Sheriff's Department escorts the jury, and it's the sheriff's job is to be bailiff, right? So they're supposed to physically stay with the jury the whole way, right? The jury goes from the jury room up to the courtroom. There's supposed to be a bailiff with them at all times. That bailiff's job would be to make sure that nobody does any jury tampering, right? Jury tampering in their eyes or their mindset is that once somebody in and put on a jury, that they can't be communicated with in a way that would make their minds change regarding the case. You can't communicate with them about the case. When I was in the hallway, the case was not being discussed in any way, shape, or form. Other cases like defend getting out of the building and the police escort and all that other jazz, that was properly being in the hallway, right? We were not discussing the case in Rudolph's 3H, right? The case is definitely an old man in the sidewalk allegedly being charged with obstructing traffic when the police had the whole fucking thing shut down. So, fuck Judge Rudolph is what we really got to get out there in the big open space. And I have an appointment to meet with city council representatives today, so we're definitely going to be bringing this shit up. So, again, he's belly bumping us, they're pushing us out. The captain has no fucking control over his people in this building. That captain was talking to me and obviously ignoring the fact that I was ignoring his subordinates, right? Brent Garagnetti or whatever, he's a fucking peon. He's a little guy, right? I mean, he's a fat fucker, but he's a little guy on the totem pole. He has no rank, right? The city of Denver paid millions of dollars because of a man he killed, right? And they paid those millions of dollars and kept him on the job. So this guy knows Janet Madsen. He knows Brian Loma. He knows Karen Sidaro. The captain is letting his little piece of shit peon belly bump, physically force people around, right? This is just the fact of it. Happy fuck the cops day.
Fuck the police in the neck of something dumb.
Where's that bitch at? Where's that bitch at?
So he obviously is having not so good of a day. No court order written in their hands to trespass people who are legally in a space observing court. Is voir dire still going on? Is the case still going on?
Don't know.
You've been kicked out of the building?
No, I'm just going for a walk to
Breathe.
Shake it out a
Show
little
me the
bit.
video.
There's nothing happening as far as I
The
can.
way it looks like to me is that, yeah, this is based on video, there's no audio. It's based on what I'm looking at on the video and from what they've said.
Thank you.
But it looks like everybody kind of willingly leaves, but it looks like Madsen and Sedero are resistant to leaving to some extent.
You mean they're moving slowly?
Well, no, one of them's not moving at all. The other one's moving very slowly.
Trying to get up.
Well, with all due respect, Sergeant, I literally told one of the deputies, I'm leaving, but I'm baby stepping. And that's exactly what I did. And when I said baby stepping, I was walking back like this. So what's the difference between me doing that and her moving very slowly?
It looks like she's like almost not moving at times.
That's pretty, and I'm not trying to give you shit, man. But that's pretty much what I was doing too. Where I'd stop, I'd take a step, I'd stop.
So I think
watch
Kyle's saying
everybody
arrest me
take a
too.
step, Stop. And they didn't arrest me.
Is this Travis?
And Deputy Frakes
Who's
was
this?
there, so that-
It's Lucero.
Lucero? Oh, right, Lucero.
Buddy, I don't know. Let me go ahead and take a look at the video again. I don't remember seeing the video.
That's because when they told me I gotta leave, I started walking and I instead of turning around and said, I'm baby stepping up because I want to make sure my friend's picking up.
Right? I was in the media area. And again, like they don't have a list of names of people who are to be removed. I was in the courtroom when we were all kicked out of the courtroom, right? I followed the lawyer out of the courtroom to see what was going on, right? I left the building to go check on our meters. I came back in. I was in the media area with my camera, right? He's pushing me. He's physically touching me, pumping me out of the building, right? I wasn't. There's still no judge's order for everybody to leave.
There is a judge's.
Do you have a copy of it?
No. What we have is this. We have a judge's verbal order to, number one, get you out of the courtroom, and number two, get you out of the entire courthouse. That's why at that point they got that verbal order. They're okay to remove you guys.
What about someone that arrived after the incident or while they were being escorted out? I went into the courtroom and Rudolph told me to leave. I'm a friend of Fred Henrich. I did nothing. I said nothing. So is it guilt by association?
I guess it is, buddy. I'm not sure. I just know the judge wanted the whole group out. They connected you to the group, and you guys were all made to leave. Let me look more
Right,
into it.
because you don't even know who was in the courtroom. You don't know who was in the hallway under the order.
Got a list of names. We know it.
Sure, list of names because the sheriff's
Names. You got a list of names, pictures, all that.
right. But and again,
Is it labeled First Amendment? I know all about that folder.
I haven't seen the folder. I just
Right.
it's a sheet of paper.
it's a sheet of paper from today.
Oh, it's from today.
I don't think it's from today.
Oh, okay, right. Because if some people were outside and we were not involved in anything that was going on, then we have no legal authority to be kicked out of the
Oh, hey,
building.
that's the douchebag that thinks
That's the judge's call, man.
Right, and the judges. That's good. That's good.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Use your discretion, Sergeant. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
You guys
she's.
gonna babysit the protesters now?
She got a go number for being here right now.
In case you want to know, that was Sergeant Lucero. He was at the corner bakery when he had some incidents there.
Blonde hair chicken, you're told. You know, they allowed to talk and video. As long as it's somewhere.
As long as it's outside these barriers right there.
Yeah, that's,
I can't chalk in there. I can chalk out here.
that's when she was patting me down going, she was crying.
You guys got names and badge numbers?
He knows who I am.
You got a name and badge number. I didn't ask him. I didn't ask him. I asked you. You took an oath to the Constitution. You have a job duty to have certain things on you as part of your uniform. And when a civilian asks you for your name and badge number, you're liable to give it. What's your name and badge number, sir? I'm sorry? Okay. Do you have a go number for your call that you're on right now? Then why are you here? Because you were dispatched here, right?
I came here of my own free will.
You came here of your own free will. Nobody dispatched you. Okay. What's your name and badge number, sir?
My name's Adrian Mendez, 1306.
Thank you, Officer Mendez.
What's your name?
What's yours, sir?
What's your name? Since we're having a cordial conversation here, what's your name?
You don't know my name?
No, I know.
Okay, well that's good. I'm called good citizen.
He's on the list.
Yeah.
I'm good citizen. If I'm on the list and you have the list, then you know what my name is. Oh, my name's Good Citizen. Yeah, it is.
Is that on your birth certificate?
Oh, no, that's not what's on my birth certificate.
Then that's not your name.
Okay. Do you suspect me of committing a crime?
Yes, you know his name.
Then you don't need my name.
I said we're having a cordial.
We're having a cordial conversation. That's right. How about you? Got a name and badge number?
He walks by really closely though when he goes by.
9165. It looks like.
MMA fighter.
MMA fighter. I wonder if he would be eating some of my hemp proteins then, because the MMA eat that. See, the problem is that these guys could possibly be good cops and be good guys, right? But right now they're here standing in defense of a killer, of a murderer, right? Multi-million-dollar murderer that the city has paid for. And so when they're forced to stand next to their brothers like that, it's like, it's like the black sheep in the family that comes around for Christmas. You don't really want them around, but you got to let them be there, right? Doesn't mean that they're all bad, but it doesn't make it for an easy job when you got to, stand up and protect the bad ones.
Like that uncle that
Right?
touches the niece on fucking Thanksgiving Eve after he's had a few months to drink. Nobody really wants him there, but we gotta tolerate them.
Right, exactly. So, whether they're a pedophile or a rapist or, a killer, we got to let them stay around, and we got to let them keep their jobs and their benefits and their pensions. And if we want our benefits and our pensions, then we got to kind of stay silent about it. And that's what's gone wrong in our country, right? My father, who's now dead, quit the police force because there were too many bad cops. And every time he tried to stand up and say something, right, all trouble in the world come by, and he's the one who's prosecuted.
One in Aurora.
Right. Oh yeah. Which one in Aurora? Drinking and sleeping in his car on the job? I don't know.
Preferential treatment. That's bullshit.
It is preferential treatment, right? And so
That's some bullshit.
so when you're just here on your own free will, because you're not on a call and you're not dispatched to this location, you're choosing to voluntarily stand up for that murderer. That's my cordial conversation today, because you're not dispatched to be here, so you have no reason to be here. Right? There's no crime going on here. There's meth dealers going on down the street, and I bet you could go clean up a few needles because you're on a bike, and you could go patrol the bike path where they're all dealing.
I already did that today.
Oh, okay, just once. And now that you left, they're back. I know, because I used to clean that riverbed regularly, and I watch it
You haven't
happen.
been down there recently.
I don't know, last week? Okay.
So do you know the statistics of all the stuff that you were just babbling about?
Babbling?
Yeah.
Babbling.
Babbling.
Let's go with statistics.
Boy.
Let's hear it.
It's opinionated.
It is opinionated.
It's subjective.
Is this kid, you can't tell us his name or
He starts with
So do you know the
subjective term
statistics
as
about all the stuff that you just
degrading.
Like what? The 40% of police officers who beat their wives?
No, that's not one. How about the 0.0039% of all allegations made about cops?
I got one.
Those are the only ones that are.
I got an awesome statistic.
0.0039%.
I got an
Okay.
awesome
Well,
statistic.
Garrett Natty is fucking substantiated to be a killer. The guy's dead, and fucking we paid $4.5 million of our taxpayer dollars to fucking avenge his death for a homeless man who was barefoot.
Babbling.
So all of the
That's
stuff-
not babble.
So all of the stuff
He's
you just
babbling.
Here's what's not babbling. I'm writing a lawsuit against you for violating HB 15-1290, for violating my right to record an event with police officers. You know why? Because you got a great habit of doing that. Because you hate transparency. We have more than fucking... We have so many video fucking evidence of you doing stupid shit to cameramen. It's retarded. Yeah. You and your fancy glasses.
Okay.
Huh? Yeah.
Careful, don't babble.
Huh?
Don't babble.
Oh, don't
babble.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, do you know where the police officer's job
babble.
falls on the most dangerous jobs in America?
Yep.
No, it's the 21st. It's beat up by construction workers, road workers, roofers. And you guys want to claim that you have a dangerous job?
Dangerous. The only person in danger is the one that's on the other side of you when you're wearing that shit. Oh, look who it is. It's my favorite grumpy black guy. Huh? It's the guy that shit on every civil rights activist of the past. I'm sure they'd be proud of you being a tyrannous cop, wouldn't they? Martin Luther King and all the greats. They'd love you for it, wouldn't they? Huh? I'm sure they would walk up to you, your hand, and honor you, wouldn't they? Huh? for being a quiet, tyrannous pig.
What I want to know is where's Quick Draw McGraw? I mean, I'm here.
Where's all the brass?
Where's
You guys like to
Quick
send out the
Draw?
stars and bars.
You
and
know, I mean,
you know,
anytime that Occupy Denver's around, Quick Draw's got to be here, you know, to silence our free speech and violate the Constitution that he took an oath to, not once, but twice. Because isn't he like a retired colonel in
Chavez?
Yeah. Right? Quick Draw, full bird, right? Took an oath twice to the Constitution, still violates it on a daily basis.
They enjoy being murderers. They smile and shit.
Oh man, this is great news.
Hey, officers.
Now we got the real servants, the firefighters
Do
arriving.
you think that was justified of killing that young teen in Colorado Springs, even though he had a gun in his waistband, and you guys still shot him in the back when you ran?
Wait, I'm going to tell you his answer. I don't know anything about that. I wasn't there. That had nothing to do with me. There's some other fill-ins to that.
Do you guys support the actions of that officer that was found drunk in Aurora, and the chief backing him for it? You guys think that's right?
He wasn't drunk, he was medical.
It was medical. No answer for that one.
We know the answer to these questions.
but
They're
that's
here
the
in
type of
support
shit.
of their fellow
That's
brother
the type of
murderer.
shit that you guys should be against, but you don't want to back that line. Hey, this isn't for one of us.
I have a police union.
No.
Happy fuck the cops day. You know, like
Happy Fuck the Cops Day. It's every day of the week. It's twice on Tuesdays.
Oh, okay, like
Especially these two right here.
Ice Cube and them, fuck the police.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's it. Like Emiliano Zapata.
Otto's on the phone.
Police.
That's good. Let's see. Oh, you know what? They might be here for our people. One of them's on a heart monitor. Wonder why she was moving slowly, leaving the building. Maybe because she's got a medical fucking condition.
Oh, no, it's all right. They arrested my friend because he wasn't moving fast enough and listening to commands, even though he was a deaf guy with no fucking hearing aids. Oh my God, you guys are fucking geniuses with a dog. Awesome. You guys are like amazing.
So that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's reiterate. Janet Madsen in custody currently.
I'm sorry?
None of this is for them, right?
No. Well, I don't think so.
Well, Karen's on a heart monitor, so.
Oh, is she? Okay, I don't think so.
Oh, this is just
So
my
here's
last
the deal.
meeting off
Here's
air.
what it
But
looks like this
I was
was
gonna
going to
say,
happen. They're going to be charged. They're going to go to jail.
I'm sure.
Right, because trespassing isn't a cite and summon.
No, it is. It is.
Oh, okay.
There's two charges right now that we're looking at. Okay, we're looking at the trespass on each one. We're looking at interference with deputy authority.
Oh, with deputy authority.
Yeah.
Like the authority to throw you out because you just stood there quietly with a finger up? That kind of authority?
No. I looked at the video, man. It's a little more than that. Okay, so that's what we're looking at right now. Again, we're still reviewing the video, so we'll see what happens. Who wanted something from one of the? What are you asking?
got it.
for?
We got it already.
You got it. Okay, all right, good.
Thank you.
I'll let you know.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Don't speak up against the Denver Police Department. You will be arrested. You make a
Just
big whale.
now turning that on?
You make a pig whale and you go to jail. You're just turning it on?
She's downstairs.
Really?
Total evidence of a fucking bag right there.
ME Lemons. 9165. NE Lemons. Hey Lemons, you get a card?
Yeah, hey, Sergeant, I thought both these guys weren't dispatched here. They weren't called here, were they?
Hey Lemons, I just...
Oh, they were called here. So that motherfucker's a liar.
Hey, Lemons!
Lying piece of shit!
Fuck you, Lemons! You fucking idiot!
Yo, we're having a civil conversation, right? Oh, we're having a civil conversation. What's your name?
Was it called here? Oh, I am dispatched, right? I am dispatched. That's how we're taught fuck the police day. Happy fuck the cops day, man. Do you need a cigarette or something? You look like you're a little rough.
How dare you arrest the most giving and generous woman in your entire fucking city!
So do we have the phone numbers for, I don't know, say council persons for every 12 districts in the city and county of Denver? Do we have the mayor's office phone number posted? Let's go, guys. Where's those phone numbers? Blow this shit up. Make those phones ring, folks. Pretend like it's St. Jude's. Well, what time is it? We gotta move vehicles and stuff at 12:30.
Okay, according to there's a shitload of cops on the other side of the building.
The other side of the
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, then we should
There's
split
all
in two
kinds-
and go
there's
around.
all kinds of cops on the other side of the building, right?
All right, hey, whoa.
And according to price,
Don't lose that.
more time. Hey, it's okay. If I lose it, I'll just give you mine.
Are you taking James' truck? Did she have a purse with her?
It's in the trunk of the car.
That's the officer you guys asked for his badge number, Lemons, all right?
Thank you.
So, you know, it'd be a lot of a better relationship if they didn't have to fucking lie all the time. I mean, he sat here and said, I'm not dispatched here. I'm not on a call here. I came of my own free will to do this, right? So if he's dispatched here, why fucking lie?
Because you know what? I know the female officer was dispatched. I do not know for sure if Mike was. Lemons. I don't know if he was.
Then why is he here?
You
Isn't there other
dismissed
crimes going on in the
But
city?
he heard it come out.
You dismissed him.
What's up, brother?
Wait, that's not right. Why don't you get this? This is new. Good job. Someone put this on the phone. I just spent a whole bunch of money to get all our old phones fixed.
There's a charge called interference with the sheriff's deputy.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. He grabbed her and twisted her arm around and jerked her up.
Both seals are having this for enough space to be able to say, it's fat ass.
That's right. Got a murdering motherfucker standing within 3 feet of you. You're supposed to stand up. Bullshit.
They're talking about giving her charges for disobeying a sheriff, a deputy. PRs on both. They should both be PRs. Well, see, here's the thing. It's not 12 o'clock yet, so by the time she gets in, they're not gonna run her fingerprints till the middle of the night. Her T status won't change until 10, 11 o'clock tonight. That's what's fucked up.
Dirty, corrupt tyrants.
I was outside talking to Rusty. Fucker. Yes, keep those numbers. Oh, there's Eric Brandt. That's right. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The real Mr. Brandt is here.
Hi, Eric.
The screens have split. There's a half a crew. Monk Eye 83 went around to go pay meters, and with Liberty Freak and Gary, and to check to see all the squads sitting on the other side of the building, see how many police are there. We're out front with the fire truck, and yeah, I'm livid. So let's go with a recap for those of you who are just joining us. Janet Madsen and Karen Sidaro are in jail. Judge Rudolph was hearing a case on Fred Henrik this morning, a activist and lifelong resident of the city of Denver, who attended a Extinction Rebellion protest several months ago. He chose not to take a deal and instead wanted to go to a full jury trial. Fred trial today, represented by
Jason Flores Williams.
Jason Flores Williams. The gallery was full of people on both stage left and stage right of the judge who didn't know what side that he was giving instructions to tell people they could not be at today, right? So they had to move over to the other side, and he was getting everybody screwed up. So there was not enough room for everybody to sit. The jury was on the
I'm gonna go peek around the corner.
hallway, and there were no sheriff's bailiffs with the jury pool keeping care and custody of them. So the sheriff's department made this this big faux pas, and they didn't stay with the jury. So the city attorneys come running into the courtroom. There's activists in the hallway, and there's jurors in the hallway. And Jason goes outside to check on what's going on, and I leave the courtroom to follow and see what's going on. And Jason says, everybody come inside, right? So then they explain in the courtroom what's going on, that the jurors were outside, that there were some activists 10 feet away, affiliated with Occupy Denver, right? So they've got a sheet. It wasn't made today. That was on camera if you rewind it a little bit ago. And it has all of us occupiers on a sheet of paper, okay? And so we're kicked out, the jury's in. I set up camera and start recording everything in the media zone. And Jamie Dietz, thank you, keep that stuff rolling. And I go outside to go pay meters and check on the cars and everything. I come back in, I'm in the media area with my camera. Actually, when I come in, Gary Nettie and several other sheriff's departments, sheriff's members are in the hallway, and they're going into the courtroom. Billy the Hat, you're not part of my channel, and I don't need. So the sheriff's in the hallway, they come out, and they just say, all of us are gone, right? No specifics as to,
I know, I saw that name.
as to who the people are. Just a verbal court order, all the activists have to go, right? Which means technically the fucking defendant should be gone too, because he might actually be a member of Occupy Denver as well. Hi.
Hi. You the person that my colleague said I need to come take a picture of?
Probably.
All right. Here we go.
Yes.
I'm not even here. Nice to see you.
So, again, as this recap, Janet Madsen and Karen Sidaro were escorted out of the building with force to a jail cell for being in the building, moving too slowly, and not obeying the sheriff's orders to leave the premises.
Where's Karen now?
She's in jail. And so is Janet Madsen. Saint Janet Jadson. Oh, you know, give us an hour. You want to give us an hour or so that we can get some real talk out here? Because what's going on is that Judge Rudolph has a personal vendetta against Occupy Denver members. Judge Rudolph has a personal vendetta against Brian Loma, Eric Brandt, Janet Madsen, Karen Sidaro. Judge Rudolph is the man that for over 2 months I have not been able to file a formal complaint against because they refuse to meet me in person to take the complaint. Monk guy, he's gonna give us a bad name one of these days. Maybe, maybe not.
Identifies himself. Go ahead and try it, Lemons. Lemons, 9165. Identify yourself like a professional. Know you're going to be a professional, then you're going to get treated like a pig. Fuck you, Lemons. Fuck you, Lemons. Fuck you, Lemons. Fuck you, Lemons. If you're used to you know, become a cop. If you're
Used to you know, become a cop.
Yes, that's right. Janet Madsen is in jail. Karen Sodaro is in jail. And I'm trying to get the reporter to come back so he can hear what we're saying. But he's enjoying taking photographs. Monkey 83 flipping off a cop. So that's right. Again, to recap, we were in the courtroom. Some of us, we got told to move. So some people went out in the hallway.
Bang bang! Yeah, bang bang! Bang bang! It's gonna be that easy, you stupid motherfucker.
I don't necessarily agree with 100% of the tactics of my but it is what it is. We all have free speech, and it's used in different levels.
Happy, 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 fuck the cops day.
It's every day of the week.
Some people say that bad cops don't exist, but me and my friends, we believe.
There are so many.
Lemons is one of them.
The trial's been moved. The trial's been moved.
My name is Officer Lemons, and my badge number is 915. Try it. I want to hear it. Come on. Come on, we got your idiot boy the other day to learn to shut the fuck up. Why don't we teach you how to fucking identify properly? Lemons,
Come on, it's in your policy.
9165. Lemons, 9165.
By the way, hey, you know what? You should really get this picture. The sign that says parallel parking only with this great job of parallel parking. Parallel parking.
Yep. There's the parallel parking signs that idiot face Lemons can't follow. Get the fuck out of here, Lemons. Bye. Bye.
So that's Lemons. That's his ID number. And again, we're going to recap everything so that the journalists can get a word on it and actually get the story. There was a
Talk to Lindsay. She's writing. I'm just taking pictures.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
All right, so where's the trial now?
So the trial is upstairs in 3H.
Hang on 1 second. Give me in the hat.
Abby, what's your name? Are you the journalist? You're not the journalist.
They moved it, you said?
Yeah, February 11th.
Can you tell me where the art museum is?
I can. The art museum is going to be in that direction. What you're going to do is you're going to follow this street, which is 14th Street. And it's about 3 blocks up. It's going to curve. And so when it curves, you got to stay on this side of the sidewalk because the far side is closed right now. And when it curves, there's going to be a stoplight in the park. And you'll cross that, and the library will be on your left, and the art museum will be on your right. Have a blessed day.
You too.
Thank you.
Potentially, we're going to be featured somewhere.
I reckon I got a pretty good picture of you, so
Awesome.
it's probably going to be the feature of the story. You'll love it.
So to give you a recap,
Yeah.
the trial for one of the Extinction Rebellion protesters, where they arrested 8 in one day.
Friday, yeah, I was there.
Not Black Friday.
Oh, really?
Before then.
Oh, okay.
It was probably in September, October.
Okay.
There were like 5 arrests in the morning, 3 at night, or maybe backwards. So Fred Henrich was the one who was in jury trial today, and we were all there observing. The bailiffs did not maintain control of their jury pool, and they left them abandoned in the hallway outside of courtroom 3H. And the sheriffs were not in presence with the jury pool. Some of the people from inside had been told they had to move to half the room because the judge had said, we got to bring the jury in here. So there was enough spots for everybody, and there was a break, so people went in the hallway, okay? One of the city attorneys walked into the courtroom and said, members of Occupy Denver are out in the hallway with the jurors. I was in the courtroom, came out into the hallway behind Jason Flores Williams. He's like, hey, everybody come in, right? Judge hears everything, says, well, what I'm gonna do is kick everybody that's in here out. We're gonna call the jury in, okay? So we got kicked out. So I went live in the media section on the 3rd floor. Then I went out to feed the meters. I come back in and the sheriffs are on the floor with the jury, going into the court hall or whatever. And I come out, some of these guys had been interacting with the sheriffs in the hallway. And We have a relationship with Brett Garagnetti because he's the one that killed Marvin Booker.
Yeah.
Right.
No, there's one deputy in there that doesn't like the fact that we call him out for being the murderer that he is. His name is Deputy
Garagnetti.
Brett Garagnetti.
That's what I just said.
All right. And Karen and Janet have gone in there for months, and every time they see him, they bring up the fact that he is a murderer. So this man has made it a personal vendetta to not only arrest her but our friends. He arrested our friend a couple of weeks ago because our friend silently flipped him off. Our friend's deaf. Okay, and he didn't leave fast enough, and he flipped him off when he couldn't hear orders. Okay, so they arrested him.
Yeah.
They arrested Eric Brandt right there last week.
I was there.
Because he
No warrant.
silently, yep, they didn't have a warrant, stood in there filming off this deputy. So all this comes down to one deputy who doesn't like his truths being exposed.
And we were in the courtroom with the judge on Eric's cases. The judge had cleared him to go see his dying mother, right? He's at the hospital with her now. 10 officers, none of them who witnessed the misdemeanor, came to arrest Eric, and the warrant had not been signed. Because the judges all knew that Eric was leaving town.
Handwritten warrant.
So they were trying to get him out of town, basically. And they arrested him without a warrant. Right? So we're all in there. Garagnetti's got a vendetta. Rudolph's got a vendetta. He's the one that put a man in jail for 30 days for flipping him off because he refused to review the petition for public defender. The public defender's office had told him, go donate blood so that you can prove you're poor and homeless. Right? That's how they don't follow Chief Justice Directive 0404. Right? They said, go give blood to prove you have no income. Seriously, right? So we have this history. I've been trying to file a complaint on Rudolph for more than 60 days with the audio file evidence of his bad behavior in the courtroom. And the people responsible for taking the complaints won't give me an appointment. Right?
Kick you out too?
There's all kinds of wonderful things that are going on here. But they had no order, but the judge's verbal order, and they grabbed her. Watch this. I'm just gonna do this like this. They grabbed Janet and they twisted her arm to get her up and move.
Yeah.
Okay? They forced her out, and then they arrested her for not moving fast enough. The two of them, Karen's got a heart monitor, right? So she was moving slow to begin with. I was being belly bumped. I have it on live stream, right? I'm probably going to get arrested because when I went from the media area to the building, I didn't shut my camera off. Okay, so I'm probably going to jail for that one eventually, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I do know. I do know. I expect to get arrested for this.
So people are still in there?
They threw us out, right? Yeah, a couple days ago, because they're saying that we can't say or do anything, right? But Cohen versus California, no, you can, any message, a silent message, We stood in front of this Denver,
It was moved to
February 11th.
And I was like,
So what do you got, mistrial today? Just a good picture.
Mistrial or I don't know.
Tom fuckery is what it is.
it was trespass.
Motions didn't get filed either, so.
11, which is harassment and obscene gesture, and I'm like, there's case law that's higher than this building that says no, right? Is on my side. He didn't care. He threw us out because he hates us personally, right? So we called him a
So
murderer.
the jury trial was canceled today due to jury contamination.
So is it not happening anymore?
It's not happening anymore. Now again, remember that it is the sheriff's job as bailiff to stay with the jury the entire time.
Okay.
So if a jury was contaminated because there were people in the hallway, one must
Judge,
know
I think you should fucking recuse
where
yourself.
the sheriffs were and were they physically present doing their job.
Fuck the police.
It's a story.
Yeah. Is it all right later on if you have live stream of Karen getting taken out? If I can use a screenshot?
Yes,
and credit
you can.
Okay.
Yes.
I think we're friends
And
on Facebook.
yes, and Cut the Plastic on YouTube is my videos.
Okay.
And and Darren O'Connor.
Is this going to Facebook or?
We're on YouTube.
Okay. Cut the
plastic.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. I need to find my colleague. I think she's here. You know what floor it was on?
3rd floor.
Okay, thanks. Do you know what that guy, the officer you were yelling at, was a sheriff's deputy or?
No. Denver Police Department. And their policy is to identify right? Name, badge number. That's the
They usually give me a card when I ask for a name.
right. They stood here and in the video refused to identify, right? Numerous times.
Their sergeant.
Oh no, that was the tail end of it. That was the build up. They stood there for like 3 minutes. I was like, hey, what's your name? Can I get a card from you? And he said no, and then he went inside. And then when he came back out with that other female, so that was 2 instances right there. You know what I mean? That's where we actually have a video of us being myself, this gentleman, his father, and another guy being detained right over there in front of the Diamond Cabaret. Every single officer, we asked them, "Do you have a card?" Every single one. So it's policy enforcement. That's what we fucking do.
Cool. I'm gonna go inside, but I'll see y'all in a bit.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks, man. So yes, that is the Westward.
Who called them? Oh, they did?
I think I have. Remember, I have some friends because I hang out with the council people and the journalists and stuff, and that was the Westward, and they're here. And Darren O'Connor just sent me a message. He's our friend as well, and so. Listen, I got an appointment in 45 minutes, so they should not have been. They should have been with the sheriff bailiff at the whole time.
If they're really that concerned about it, isn't there a fucking back room that they can bring them in?
There is, but the sheriff's job as the bailiff, the reason they're in the building is to escort and control the jury at all times.
What we can do about these flags right here, because this is all sorts of fucked up. This American flag is right here in the middle, raised higher than the other two. And you know what I was told? Call.
So you got in the courtroom.
Yeah, but when they came out, it was when we found out that, because right after that they came out. 3 minutes later.
Red's still in there?
Yeah, he was talking to his lawyer. They were coming down, but I came down because they were
mad?
tough. No, but the lawyer made it look like it was all 2 different groups, and one group was there to do whatever they wanted, and one group was there to. And the judge on the record said that they were a good group and they were there and everything.
Oh, we got to go get that audio fucking file today.
What good group?
The group of Extinction Rebellion versus Occupy Denver.
Oh, like
right?
a good group and we're a bad group, huh?
Yeah. So
part of that.
So here's the deal. I've got an appointment with council, city council, in 45 minutes. And I want to definitely got to go do that and cover this and the other stuff. And I really don't understand why we don't have a big giant chalked fuck Rudolph yet, except for the fact that we're out of chalk.
There's a small one right there.
Yeah, they can't read that from the 3rd floor very easily. They're like kindergartners. They got to read in 12-inch letters. No, 14 foot. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, so the jury has been dismissed. The trial has been called for another day, and Janet Madsen and Karen Sidaro are going to jail. They're going to jail for the cite and summonable offense of trespassing and the jailable offense of disobeying or not following a deputy's orders. And so they're adding those second charges so that they go to jail. That is the purpose of that extra citation and criminal charges.
Well, Karen got arrested for just trespassing on Monday, right?
How the fuck did she get arrested for trespassing? Because she was in the building, and they said you got to go, and she left.
Yeah.
This is the idiocy.
And the building is the victim.
So they're tracing the calls from everybody.
Ooh.
Allegedly, according to the chat boxes. And I'm just gonna have some fun. So guys, it's been 2 hours and I've got some things to do, so I'm gonna cut my thread. Don't stop making videos. Chalk America. Free Janet Madsen.
100 stick challenge.
100
Get the 100 stick challenge.
100 stick challenge. You know what they're gonna say is we gotta do 100 sticks today here.
We are.
Okay, so that's coming, folks. 100-stick challenge from the Lindsay Flanagan Courthouse today. Probably tomorrow morning as well. Maybe figure that out.
Janet was arrested for trespassing with an interference ghostwriter because she didn't leave the courthouse fast enough. So fat-ass Garignani, the fat murderous fucking deputy, felt the need to put hands on her and fucking escort her. They were fucking complying too, and I literally heard him say, just hook him up. Just hook him up. Fuck Garignani.
Is Garignani not in? Or did he have to leave? Is he there?
He's the one who fucking arrested Janet. He fucking twisted her arm up, dude. He's also the one who decided that they should arrest him. Not the fucking captain that was on site who said, oh, just escort them out. It was fat ass Garignani. Because they were working fast. Spirit, what is shit. Fuck Denver County Sheriff. Punch out, go home, swallow a bullet. I hope you if anything happens to Karen Sedano or Janet Madsen.
I hope your family becomes a victim of the thin blue line.
No, that's your kerchief. Must be happening.
You're pretty gangster. Pretty gangster.
What happened this morning? You have court. You had court this morning.
Janet Madsen arrested. He has successfully arrested everybody that's called him a big, fat, sloppy, greasy, murderous pig.
Not me yet.
You're the only one, right?
Yeah. And I flipped him off this morning too. And I told him he's a murderer. And I told his captain he's a murderer.
Need a lawyer with some balls.
Yep, we need more lawyers though, because he's overloaded with work. So, guys, the story is that the jury pool was tainted. They heard.
Hey, you guys just get news? A DPD officer this morning. He was fucking shot. That's
So,
one less fucking
as I was saying, the jury pool was tainted by the conversations being held in the hallway. They were concerned that the jury could not hold an honest opinion after what was heard, and the judge refused to do a bench trial on site. So, not necessarily a good one for the good guys. It's a bad day today. Anyway, there's more things to be done. Hope y'all have a great one. I'm checking out.